Right?
But
There's
you always
a
have
plan.
Zafarchik on other side to balance the start of the game.
Let's see. I want to see if there's like Artie involved here.
Well, we've seen yesterday it's really effective when Mary plays it. We'll see does any of these guys have it. I mean, Insane is really good RT player. Nope, no artist here.
Double E4 though for the side of Oops. Nice 4. Very standard, very, we're sitting in the base. We know what we're going to do. Standard lineup as well for GoHard double mouse.
Ice 4, mouse.
Yeah.
Okay, that's really, we're not going to challenge the hill kind of setup. Come and get us.
We'll see how GoHard tries to break it. We saw them yesterday push down the 1-2 line against the Suba. They did not expect the bot to be in K4. No, not K4, K2, sorry, next to the rock.
Yeah, they were completely surprised.
Yeah, so that happened. Insane's going to go behind the house. Creator is going to be pushing forward towards the house to spot the crossing. So far, it's not much going to be happening in the beginning. Let's say it as it is. Mojo, highlight some of the strong points of this position that Oops is holding right now.
It's good against RT, it's good against pretty much anything because you can aim on the island and you can just shoot and cover yourself in an instant. Like, it's really hard to dig out a tank from this position. And you can just turn around and help the buddies on the other side. So that rock is pretty much an imba position for defense in this kind of slow setup because it gives you a lot of opportunities to shoot left and right and to not take any damage.
Zafarchik is trying to get some info on the hill. Trying to figure out all the positions from Oops because they obviously don't know every single one of them, right? They've seen a few. They've seen Raging, they've seen Decha, Karol, Milosh. They don't know where Kamil is, I think. They don't know where Creator is, and they don't know where Insane is.
Well, they don't know 100%, but they can get most of them. I think the only guy they're not 100% sure is where is Insane, maybe. Insane can be anywhere in this kind of lineup. With the light tank, with Kamil, you know he's going to go for the island, for the H2 position. It's kind of normal, especially since the defensive boosts are off the picture now and off the grid because he would die much before getting in any kind of safety. You know that where the E4s will be to create a crossfire. That's not brain science, rocket science. Like they have to position there. You know where will IS-4 go also. And you can, based on that, just decide how are the rest of the guys positioned. You need to spot something on the lower side. You need something below the hill. So there we go. We have 2 guys in a crossfire. Only guy remaining to be picked out, where will he be? It's Insane. And Insane is as close to them because they're expecting a push on that side so he can emerge behind the house and do a full clip in someone.
Milosh just sitting there in the mouse, waiting for any possible tread. Does not want to be proxied out, I guess. I mean, that's why he's sitting so far from the hill, so they can't proxy him. So he can't easily get shot at. Nile is going to start making his way across. Slow, but steady. Hashtag tank better. Creator is spotted out now, though. It is 113. Gets tracked. Needs to be careful over there. I mean, what is the way for GoHard to break this? Like, they're really setting up for an 8-9-9 push. And last time, Zafarchik said, well, we pushed 1-2 line. There was an T100 there and a bot. That's why it didn't work. If we pushed the 8-9 line, we would have won. Now they're going to push 8-9 line, and the bot is over there this time.
I guess Insane was watching that interview.
The mind games.
Yeah. I honestly don't think this kind of push will work that well. Like, if they manage to kill Creator super fast and Insane makes a mistake and gets connected, that's a possibility, of course. But look at this setup. Being attacker, they need more mobile tanks. So GoHard has Failware on Bachat, Stefan on Bachat, Kaizo on TVP. In case of direct brawl like this, the only advantage they have is because Kamil is a light tank, so he's not really a factor in this kind of a game until the late game.
Yeah,
when everyone loses HP.
Yeah, when these bots start clipping and such, that's when the T100 becomes really annoying because he just chases you down. You don't run away from a T100.
No, you can't. But the thing is,
that light is annoying.
They need to do the clips perfectly without taking huge damage. But look at the damage dealers on Oops side. A mouse, 2 E4s, 113, everything with high alpha.
Nile, I wonder if he's going to keep pushing up or he's just like playing over there. I mean, they have 5 minutes and 45 seconds. They don't have time to move across the map anymore with the mouses. They are committed to that side. Nile is committed to that side. Take him 2 minutes to get to the other side. So they have to push the 8-9 line. They will push the 8-9 line. The question is the trigger they're waiting for. I think Coca Collapse will push from the 3-4 line like we've seen a lot of teams do now, and then the 8-9 line push to try and catch out Miloš. They know Creator is there though, so there's a 113 for sure. They need to send appropriate force to deal with that, but then they also have the issue that Insane's there, Raging Potato is there. If Insane hits his clip, that's the push. Done. Over.
I can't say I'm enjoying mines at the moment because every game is slow. It takes time to dig out the enemy, and I think more teams will start to get inclined to play Arty again.
Even Arty doesn't do that much in this kind of game though.
Yeah, but you can work on some positions. You can pin the enemy down and you can work on some positions.
Ooh, Miloš. I think he had time there for a little bit more careful aim, at the very least. On towards the third of Nile, but did not pen. Nile took one shot before that though. So GoHard currently has Coca Collapse 3-4 line, who will probably push down there. HE comes out from Nile on towards Miloš. That really doesn't do too much against that tank, but anyways, it's some damage, right? So we know that Coca Collapse is probably going to push that. We've seen Stefan move over to the eastern side. We know Negative's over there. We know Zafar is now over there as well. At least only Kaizu. So 5 tanks are going to be pushing down, and the other 2 are going to be trying to make the play from the hills.
They're going to try just to establish the cover fire, so no one can rotate around and help the guys below the hill. So they will try to pincer Miloš in his mouse, and then 113, but they still don't know where Insane is. So let's see how will that envelop.
Here we go. Stefan, Zafar pushing down with the rest of the team. Stefan takes a big one from Raging Potato in his E4. Insane peeks out, reveals his position. Stefan now down towards on one shot. Stefan down and out as Miloš picks him up. Zafar now pushing on towards Insane, but that's not going to really work out for him either. Miloš is still in a good position, even if they lose Insane now, which they will, by the way, because Failware picks him up. Miloš is still alive. And Oops can definitely make this work. Yeah, Stefan is down, Creator is down, but they still have that mean E4 in the base.
Kamil is finally making a play and he's going around, but it takes time. Zafar is on thread of life here. Miloš will survive more than enough to finish him off. And that will pretty much stop GoHard in their tracks.
Miloš just got Amorak though. Luckily enough for him, Zafar missed the shot, because otherwise he wouldn't have survived. That Amorak almost coming in clutch for Zafarchik, but now Negative picks up Miloš in his mouse as expected, but now Coca Collapse is drawn towards Kamil. Kamil pushing in the T100, gets on his side, lands the shot, bounces off though. Kaizu is now pushing as well. He needs to be careful here. Kamil, you need to pick up this mouse right here, right now. He does kill him, and now Kaizu is waiting over there. Kamil might have overcommitted.
I think he wasted quite a lot of time. He should have been more proactive elsewhere. Now we have only Kerolf and Deha and Kamil there. Maybe GoHard will actually prove us wrong.
Does look like they are about to prove us wrong. It's just Kerolf, Kamil and Deha left, like you said, and Kamil really needed to kill this mouse, and he did not. He had 2 shots for that. He didn't kill him. Kaizu now clipping out on towards Kerolf. Kamil trying to run away. That is not the way forward, mate. That's the way back towards the garage. As Kaizu picks him up, it's just Kerolf. It's just Deha. And GoHard, they actually made it work.
Unbelievable. They did manage to shut down those tanks, and they definitely didn't receive enough damage. We already saw what's the drawback of this T100 light Russian. Like, he's brilliant to go fast and spot something, maybe to shoot weaker targets in top of turrets and so on, but if you need to face a real heavy tank, it's just a no-go.
Deha with full HP. Kerolf actually picks up Coca Collapse. It's a very crucial kill. Deha got a lot of known connections there on towards this tank, actually. That's super crucial as well, but Kaizu has already relocated. Misses the first one, misses the second even, I think. The third one goes in, and the fourth one goes in as well. That makes Deha now 261 HP. Failware with the multi-kill coming in. Kerolf, now the last man standing for Oops, and he could possibly do it, but it's so unlikely.
It's just not gonna happen. As soon as he turns his back to one enemy, the other will come around. There is so much angles that GoHard is controlling now, and Oops is simply outplayed. Well done, guys. We are surprised. You made it work.
Kaizu coming in with another kill. That's good stuff there from GoHard, but I feel like that should not have worked out for them.
I kind of had that feeling, but eventually that T100 light that was not in a play all the time, he was going all the way back, it made a difference.
Going for that mouse, if he picked it up clean, nice. But he took 2 shots for that on the T100.
He kind of hesitated and didn't go for it. I think he should have went for it like full speed so he can be on other targets after that. But he kind of played some cooldown, then this, then that. And mouse, he can pen mouse only.
Killed him before Kaizu even came close to him.
Exactly. Like a mouse, he can pen him only on 2 spots, like inside, and it has to be 90 degrees. and in a back. And
I mean,
that's it.
he could have left the mouse there even. He could have gone for Kaiser if he wanted to, push him off the hill.
Yeah, but that's
It's
super risky
it's
because Kaizo reloads fast and he can clip him out.
yeah, Kaiser reloads fast, right? But I think it was like 1K. I think he could have killed him because like Kaiser does 4 shots and has to reload then.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't. Well, I don't know.
He could have killed Mouse and just went down for anyone. But never mind. It's a small plays. GoHard made it work. They expected the positions. They really read the positions, as we said, well, of the Oops. And now Oops will have to do the hard work and attack on mines.
Yeah, it's gonna be difficult to achieve really.
If we see an art, it's going to be now.
Yeah, Insane could be playing that one. I don't know. I don't know. If there was a team to do it, it would be Oops though. Let's get into it. Second round here on Mines between Oops and GoHard. GoHard leading the series currently 1-0 over Oops. And Oops is going to be attacking. GoHard is going to be defending. Let's find out if there is an RD involved in this matchup or there is going to be none. Nope, there isn't. There's no RD.
Kaizo playing Grille.
I still don't know about this. I think they played it like before this Grilla. I wasn't a fan of it.
No, I mean, he has a really great gun still, even after the nerf, but the tank is just weak once it gets spotted.
It is. I mean, I saw Nile play it, and it didn't work against this. I think it was Nile playing against
It was
Suba.
Nile.
It didn't work out, but look at GoHard. They're going for the hill, straight up. Where's Safarchik playing bots?
Oh my god, Insane's gonna get deleted.
Insane is already dead, pretty much. He needs to run right now. He needs to drop off from the other side. He
Reload
still
is
has
coming in.
7
He has
seconds. 7 seconds. He can safely drop off. There we go. Insane making his way, getting off. He's off the hill, but they have no positions right now.
They have nothing now. They're stuck in the water. Like, they can't even approach the cap. Look at the positions of GoHard. GoHard now needs to only rotate maybe one guy back, and they have the full control.
I don't know what Oops does here to get out of this. Like, you've given up all the positions.
They didn't expect this. Not with 2 mouse in a play.
Camille's going to be driving down 1-2 line, but, like, if Kaiser
Let's see the
peeks out
shots.
right now with the gorilla, he should take at least 1-2 shots. There we go. That's the first one. Kaiser should be landing one in the gorilla as well. Ooh, mighty Bachat armor. Yeah, that one dropped low and hit him in the tracks. So, but he's not safe yet though. Like, he's gonna clip out on towards Annihilator. That one drops low, hits the tracks. But in the meantime, the Oops boys are getting shredded from all sides. They're dropping HP everywhere. Where GoHard's taken 1 shot, they've taken plenty. Finally, Camille starting to clip out on towards the back of these tanks though. Stefan is his first target. Nice connections coming out. 2 so far onto the back of that 113-30. The third one goes out. And here's the boys from Oops. All 6 of them grouped up, ready to go. In the meantime, Zafar is actually dropping from behind. That's a risky play to come out from that Batcha. But it seems like he's winning the trade so far though against Insane. So Zafar should be picking up that bat. Kaizu actually does it in the meantime, and GoHard should be able to hold this push off rather easily. They do lose Stefan, but they've done the damage.
Kamil is coming in. He's gonna have a clip rather soon, but Deha is on 1 shot. Once he falls, that's like majority of their strong tanks. Negative is getting deleted now. Creator is also on 1 shot. Like, this is actually coming really close.
And Camille is going to go for Kaizu. He's currently reloading in his Grille. Failware picks up Decha in the meantime, though Kaizu does not get another shot off. Failware has shots available. Annihilator picks up Milosh, and now they have to shred through these mouses, and I don't think they have the HP or the guns to do that.
Yeah, now the guns are actually missing. Camille is going into the reload, so it's all about Raging Potato. It's just not going to happen. Losing the hill was a crucial moment that actually lost Oops the game, and GoHard really starting early with the lead.
Yep, GoHard coming out strong, coming out fast, surprising their opponent. And Oops went for the push, but GoHard held on very, very well. And Camille now can run for as ever long as he wants. Longer than Forrest Gump ever ran. He's still not going to get home.
Oh, Forrest Gump ran really long, man.
Exactly.
I don't want to sit here that long.
7 minutes would feel like an eternity. Failware coming in though for the 1v1 is going to put him out of his misery. Lands the first, going to land the second and pick him up on the third, and that will make it 2-0 for GoHard. And that was a strong play.
It was an educational game for Oops. And some traditional opponents obviously are as hard as ever. GoHard beating Oops all 3 times in the last season. Nothing seems to be changed so far. We need to see how it will be in the next map. Next map will be Sand River. So that's the map we said that might come as a surprise to any of the enemies.
It's going to be interesting to hear perhaps what the teams are saying on Sand River.
Yeah, I would like actually that.
So Mojo, I can do anything for you. You want this?
You make it happen?
I'll make it happen.
Давай.
I'm a man that makes things happen. But yeah, 2-0 down. This Oops team being as newly formed as it is,
Emotional.
Not looking good. Definitely not looking good.
No, Oops are not usually the guys that are coming back into the game easily. Camille doing 4.2k damage. Okay, he had really good shots in the back, but still, it's good damage for him. But Failware Nile negative. Well, Failware in his budget actually in that brawl did really
Failware
good.
is like the kind of guy that always shows up, but you never talk about it.
Mm.
He's always there, but we just like kind of let it slide. It's like, oh, Failware.
I just remember there was like one Cliff game when they played, and you can hear he always has that calm voice.
Yeah,
and
that
so,
the calm.
and they're like, yeah, let's push. Everyone is yelling, let's push, and Failure goes first, and they sell him out like miserably, and he's like, guys.
It would not surprise me whatsoever. Now Sand River though, I don't know what to expect from this one. I wasn't impressed by either of the two teams on this one.
GoHard is the team that really prepares hardcore for the matches. Like we can see the progress from yesterday to today by far. And they are learning, and their learning curve is high up. Oops, so far got surprised twice already. So
Third time's the charm.
yeah, maybe they will be able to muster up forces. Like they really need a win in this game to come back, because if they go down 3-0, I don't see them calming up and just, moving on with the match as nothing happened.
Don't really see anybody come back from 3-0.
It's possibility.
Yeah, no, but like Oops is the kind of team that goes up 2-0 and then loses 5-2, you know what I mean? So lineups coming out. 4 bots, triple 5A, okay. STRV, M48. Yeah, this is like similar to what GoHard played the other time against Isuba.
They really like that pattern.
Yeah, and they would have lost that if Isuba played more aggressive. I wonder if they're going to play the same style or not. And that's the question here, if they're going to do the same thing or not.
Well, we will see how it goes with Oops now. There is an initial spot coming to the center by Milos. And 2 batches coming from the lower side. This is not something that we usually actually see.
Look at GoHard again, going super aggressive already. They're pushing the A line, trying to catch somebody off guard. Milos spots out Coca collapsing the M48. That's standard, but there is Stefan and what, 1 or 2 more bats over there on A6, A7?
Raging is rather lonely here, but heavily protected by snipers.
Ooh, negative. Takes a shot on the back there for climbing up.
It's a good shot there. Coming in. Deha from all the way from the base. Nice shot.
But there's 3 bats there, by the way. Failware, Stefan, Kaizu. I wonder if how long they're going to keep the strap up for. Like, how long can they possibly sit there with those bat shots, waiting for Oops to make a move on towards them? Well, I mean, like, they're really, really hoping that somebody from Oops comes over there. I think they'll be disappointed when they see it's a double 5A, though.
Yeah, those are the tanks they definitely do not want to face in a cooldown, because they can just decimate them easily. We've seen the Sand River game turned by VZ, positioned well, and even single VZ owning 2 or 3 guys behind a single slope of a hill.
So care of Deja, starting to make their way forward. What do these bats do, though? I think they're in a lot of trouble when it's 5As that are coming from there.
I mean, Camille and Insane are here doing something that I would call a neat clan war trick, but in this case, when GoHard really has no intention of rotating there because of no reason whatsoever,
I think they're trying to counter what GoHard did
useless.
yesterday. Because GoHard yesterday went with 3 times through there. That was very close. But the bats got spotted out there, no. Stefan and company.
Negative careless.
Negative.
Very careless play.
Amaract as well. Negative down towards 361. And here's the push, and we should listen how Oops is going to deal with this one.
They're coming, it's coming. We'll fuck them.
Can I top top? Go back raging, go back raging.
Yeah.
I'll push over me. I will push on your side.
I'm gonna cover for him from here.
I'll push over again.
They're pushing raging.
Nice.
Guys,
Pushing back again.
Shoot guys.
Stefan, guys.
you can shoot pattern. I'm loading.
Guys. I'll
STB,
finish.
STB
One more.
A7 by the way.
Finish.
Get safe
Nice.
from S.
Okay, nice,
get
nice.
safe from S7.
You can catch that.
Watch out on
I'll push forward and maybe get cola.
Reloading.
We can get
I'm
Zappa.
pushing forward.
Try to kill Stefan and Coca-Cola.
I will.
Can you finish?
Yes.
Cola? Okay.
You can maybe finish him. I should be able to finish.
Just
we
don't
can
don't
create
throw
a
lots of
I
stuff.
finished.
create
Don't
from
don't
my
YOLO,
side.
don't YOLO.
No.
STRB, VZ, Team 100. Just go around
No
with these
throw.
bats. Don't go around with these
It's
bats.
swarm.
I will Joe create.
Okay,
No,
okay.
just don't.
Stay
You
Don't
do this
throw.
only. I will pick and check if VZ is still here.
Okay. I'm gonna cover you from
VZ is
Stefan.
here.
-2, Stefan.
He shot.
Don't pick against him. I'm covering.
I'll pick further, see if I see VZ here.
Where was this? Have you boosted?
No.
S7.
Yeah.
Why do you say yeah then? Come in, just come with me. What's the HP of this
We
light?
can cross.
One shot.
One shot. 1k, I think, maybe.
No, he should be one shot. No, Stefan is a one shot.
I can
Stefan-
kill,
Stefan
I
one
can
shot.
kill
Zatar
negative.
is 1k.
Zabrałem z 1k, Stefan is a one shot.
I can kill
is
negative
HP.
too. I'll kill negative.
Get off, I think I make a maybe cross.
Okay,
Nice.
nice.
I'm
No,
covered,
now
yeah.
we can
Stay
cross.
covered.
You can cross.
In front of
Trace
me.
in front of you.
Here.
I'm there.
I'm crossing.
Okay, I'm crossing also.
I'm gonna spot.
One save.
Heaven.
Let's get up on this hill
Yeah.
and finish him off. Well,
Mr. V all, I think, yeah.
I think maybe. No, he's too low, I can't shoot him.
You can just push over with this, we have so much HP.
Bachat is at the top.
There is a steer
covering.
beam.
STRB
Bachat
was
is
watching
here.
this side this time.
Bachat is here. Bachat.
Well, we got an answer to the question: what happens when when the trap gets spotted out? YOLO into death.
It just didn't work out well, and Negative's play was completely off.
That
like,
was weird.
super strange what he did there. I'm glad that Oops actually was very calm and patient in this game. They didn't seem that much shook by the loss of the mines of the 2-0, and they're coming back into the game strong.
Yeah, that play reminds me of when I'm watching certain NA streams. I'm very sorry to anybody. No, actually, I'm not sorry. Let's move on. But yeah, Oops sounded actually much calmer than I would expect from them.
Yeah, you pointed out Creative's voice in there because I never heard him before. Maybe he's a positive influence there.
I don't know. He seemed very vocal. That's a good thing, honestly, in my opinion.
Any good player must be vocal. That's like a prerogative, I would say.
I like his like Miroshko is like, don't push, and Sin's like, yeah, just go, it's one.
So Insane, a top damage dealer here in this game, and 3 more guys from Oops. Nile just from the back lines with STRV didn't really help out.
I like GoHard trying to throw curveballs, but you shouldn't like throw them 2 rounds in a row usually. Like usually it doesn't work to try and surprise a team twice.
I think it's about map understanding. There still a lot of teams will still try to find their footing on Sand River. They are not really aware of all possibilities, what can happen, what can they expect, and so on. So there's going to be quite a lot of experimenting. Actually, that's what I like.
You like experimenting?
Yes.
Well, let's see what Oops brings on their defense, right? I mean, this is the one good thing about Sand River is that you can do either. You can go really passive or you can go like super, super aggressive.
Well, I don't see a Sand River won by any kind of passive play. Like, this is definitely one of the faster maps we are watching. It's not a big map. Conflicts happen really fast. Most of the tanks are really mobile, so they end up in engagement rather immediately. So yeah, I like that kind of change. It's much better than... I mean, I like steps, but this is much better because in steps to attack the enemy, it usually took about 5 minutes to even start the moves.
Well, let's get into the second round of Sand River. Deja in his M48 pattern. He loves that tank in random, so I'm pretty sure he's very happy he gets to play it in WGL as well.
You would know if someone would, mate.
I mean, he plays it all the time on his stream, so...
Really?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It's a shame M60 is forbidden.
Mojo, shut your mouth. Honestly.
I'm already dead to you. How can I be worse?
I can put you under the ground right now.
True.
The GoHard boys, though, going for something more south-based, with double 5A pushing into the middle road, and then the other bats going towards the K line. With
It's
Phil
not
ready to
something we've
climb.
seen so far.
We saw, we saw them, I think, also do something like this. Like, not with the 5As, I think, but they pushed Zafar over here before.
Mm-hmm.
Taking control over this map, over the map, not like over this side of the map, And then when they did that, they rotated everybody else.
Well, Oops knows what's going on. You can see already the tanks moving from the top of the map. I mean, Zafar pushing to spot this side so no one is sniped, and then you have Bachats covering the VZs in cooldown. Stefan playing STRV to get the crossfire from the base, and he's covered
He's
by
spotted.
a Bachat above him on that F1 position. So it's a nice positions and crossfire that GoHard has.
Stefan.
Oh, not so good by him. It's nice, but it's not good enough to win the map. That's what I want to say.
He's still alive, I guess. That's a good thing. He took 2 shots for his trouble, though. So the advantage they gain, nullified there. Some good shooting from Insane and Deca coming out at it. Obviously, the M48, solid pick because it has heat ammunition as its premium round. So, obviously, versus an STRV, you want to have heat.
Zafar is going really aggressive on the lower side of the map. That can be risky because if they realize he is alone,
Is there
he
a
cannot
trap
defend
there?
himself.
Or what is happening there over at E0? Is that 2 bats sitting there waiting for something?
They're just waiting if someone pops. But Zafar should not fall into that, not with the light.
Never say never, Mojo.
In this case, true.
There's actually 3 bats waiting over there, by the way. Not 2, but 3 bats are sitting there waiting. I wonder what the trigger is going to be for the move to come out. Creator taking more damage, though, in his WZ. Needs to be careful. Needs to be really careful. He's getting shot now by Zafar. Is this going to be the moment? Yeah, there we go. There the bats are starting to push across. Zafar instantly running away when he sees the 3-man hit squad come out from the
But
side
good
of
for
Oops.
him, he was not spotted yet, so he can run away. And he's like, that tank is super fast and he's like flat as a pancake. So it's gonna be hard to hit him in the dunes.
Well, now, when those 3 bats are spotted, the entire team from GoHard is starting to converge onto that middle area, Mojo.
And on the upper area, and it's gonna be really tricky. Like, we should see the fight now.
We should indeed see what is happening right now. They're going to come push up and over, I guess. And I think this is the perfect moment to listen how GoHard's going to approach this one.
Yeah, I will run here with the VC.
Kaiser, wait, Kaiser.
Yeah, it's so real, Kaiser.
Okay.
Yes.
Play.
It's fine, guys. We did a good.
This guy
But
shot
we
3
can
times.
farm.
This guy shot 3
This
times.
guy
Without
will
a
run away.
Wow.
Did a dive now.
Get off big enough.
Yeah,
Let's
we
get
need
shot
to
3
see
times.
if we can catch him.
Wait,
This
shit.
bitch can run here.
Both VC's cut in mid. Follow Ultra Shield.
We can shoot this VC if the batch run. Oh, he's
Straight
doing
cut in.
Here and finish
Bad,
the
bad,
fight.
bad.
Batch it in the open, guys.
Can you spot
Can you
Vizzy?
catch the
Can you
bitch?
spot Vizzy, guys?
One
Guys,
more,
guys,
one more.
please.
Wait, Nile, stay.
Creator cut in.
Nice.
Nice.
Spot Vizzy, please.
I have pull shots at Creator all the time.
Spot Vizzy. Bet you ask spot Vizzy.
If you can stay safe and let me shoot Creator, I will
I
kill
will
him
going kick
eventually.
in here. I can farm the double Z from.
Can you spot him safely, Nile? Or not?
No.
He's one shot. This is one shot.
So I'll run from here.
aiming the whole time.
Might not be safe anymore.
It's all batches will be here, guys.
One reload.
It's not here.
Second VC is next to Creator.
I will finish.
Zafar, you can finish this.
I have a loaded G. I can kill him if it's wait. Don't expose to Creator. I will kill him. I have 2 seconds.
Nice.
I can shoot the Python.
Do we go south with bats? Like,
Yeah, just going here. We
Yeah.
can play the cap.
Let me go here. Can I farm this VC from here? Nigga?
well, but they could have all bats here.
Not
Like, I don't know.
I will try to still get there.
I'll go closer to the south.
What's the HP of the batches here?
I can just stay on the
Cool.
cap if you will control this aiming double Z. They can pick only by batch, but I need just someone here who can aim here.
Wait, but then I shouldn't go here. Then I should come to you towards you. So,
No, but who will control
want-
double
if
Z
you want
if
to
you try
play
to pick from this side? Like,
Я поеду туда.
okay, then I stay
yeah, we
in
can
base.
put just the one.
I stay in base, but do we need both VCs
I'll
here?
stay
Can't we
middle,
really-
No, we're not
Yeah.
South where you want me. I'll
Nigga,
go
you're
now.
spotting this early here, right?
Where are you? You is here?
Yes.
Question?
Здесь есть кто-нибудь
Yeah,
off
just stay
точно?
here.
I can maybe spot the VCs
Yeah,
now.
I'll just go boost again.
Yeah, if someone's spot busy, I can try to shoot.
Yeah, I'm trying to spot
Are we
now.
sure that there's no
There we go.
budget here anymore?
Spot. He's facing you.
Yeah, there's no one here. We'll try to shoot. Maybe behind this rubble, but I cannot spot it. It's...
You can shoot them under it.
Nigga, if I come towards you, can we kill this VC together or not?
Go,
Or
just
should
keep
even
on.
for me?
I think, yeah.
Bad, pushing, guys. You need to kill the VC now. No?
Yeah, you need to try to do it.
Don't overcommit.
Yeah,
They can't shoot
I can
anybody.
farm
They
this
can't
VC.
shoot
I can
anybody.
farm
Just
this
wait.
VC.
I will go here.
Don't
and
push the
drag
VC.
me
Just
in.
defend against the budget. Defend against the budgets.
They will try to.
Nice.
They can finish double Z, guys. By the way, we need support here. Firework and aim here all the time.
I
If you can
have
just finish
heat
double
right
Z.
now.
I can even go to.
I will come back
They
and
can-
tell you.
They can finish me, by the way.
Nice.
Someone shoot the budget.
One budget is still.
Can I go back?
Yeah, nice.
Nice, nigga. Nice,
Can
nigga.
our second budget rotate here and finish the pattern together?
I
Yeah.
have
Go, go, go.
But we need to keep spotting
Suffoc-
bad shots.
Control the batches.
Safa, can you go and spot us again in a second?
Go.
I will aim. I will aim. Wait, I'm not in
But
position.
I'm pretty sure they're running north again.
But
Yeah.
can we relocate one of the VCs also towards this here?
Yes, I can get
To
away.
get like close here? Proxy?
Uh-huh,
I
yes,
don't
I will
think it
relocate.
can work because batch
Oh.
is here.
Oh,
Guys, I need support.
Can you run? I can shoot all the time.
I will try guys. So much I can.
Yeah, stay in
I'll
there,
keep
stay in
going
there.
to the pattern.
Try to track him if you can. I will also try to.
She's mine 3.
-1.
You safe, nigga?
Yeah, yeah,
Another
I'm
one
inside.
Ah,
Batch at
patterns
-1.
here.
Okay.
No, patterns here.
Maybe I can clip them.
Better now.
Oh, this is shit.
How many the batches?
Go cap,
HP
go
have?
cap, go
I
cap.
mean,
One
this
is-
one and this one.
This is one shot, I think. This is one
I
shot.
can try and
One
smash
shot
it
or
for
two
you,
shot?
Trevor. Have a shot.
I mean, unspotted batches.
Oh, I missed.
Full HP, both or not?
I can shoot him up there, Trevor.
You need still
Yeah,
try
pattern
to
is
push,
going so
I am.
aggressive.
This pattern will try to pick. Nice.
Budget behind you, two guys.
Back
Nice.
money.
Wait for
I
another
have
one,
only one shot.
You
Okay,
can
I
pick
run.
up and finish the pattern right now.
Yes, I will try.
Kill that. Just do your clip, nigga, if you can. Or maybe kite.
Fall back and finish the
I kill
pattern.
partners.
And try to
negative.
try to keep that batch inside.
I will shoot.
How many
One
you
more.
have? You need to try to.
Reload.
You need going
I need to run, yes.
I'm pushing that batch. Can you stay safe here?
No, I
He's
don't know.
reload, I think, because he didn't shoot.
They -4 minimum.
Okay, I'm pushing Milosh.
Он не пробил дважды, типа.
Probably, but I'm trying.
Бля, это очень хуёво, что там за выход не добыл.
Sorry, my
Короче,
fault.
нормально.
I totally thought you wanna push it.
That was a very close round, Mojo, but I cannot feel but think that Kaizu went,
That was a throw.
yeah, too early. Way too early.
It was a super tense game. I like the communication the GoHard has. They actually brought deficit of 3000 HP almost to an equal. It was a lot of rotation by both teams, a lot of patience shown in those moments because you could see the guys
So
holding
many
the shells,
rotations.
going up and down.
The right rotations is the thing, though, from both
Yes.
teams, actually.
And really, really good plays, really good communication. I loved it every inch of the way, but eventually Oops just made that slight advantage when they killed Kaizu, and it won the game.
Stefan now trying what he can do from the cap, but that was also it. Yeah, I mean, the rotations were great from both teams, honestly. The Oops bad shots pushing down zero line, pushing Zafar away, GoHard rotating in the meantime, and trying to kill the WZs, which they did, by the way. Good play there from Negative, very, very solid play. And I think it was Failware up there as well. But then the bad shots from Oops rotating once more, down the zero line, and then coming back up again. It was very nice to see. Nile, 3 HP, but a dream. Camille also has a dream
Ouch.
to shoot on the move, and he hits that like Miloš did on Zafar, and makes it 2-2. So San River going the way of Oops.
So we are where we started now. Pretty much both teams just took one map entirely. This was the best possible solution for Oops. We guessed that Sand River can be a 2-0 map for one of them, but mines were really hard. Hard to even imagine that something like that will happen, but it did. So here we go. Next map will be Himmelsdorf. Both of these teams
Look
are...
at that pattern, though.
Oh, Patton 4.3k on
That
the...
is a truck ton of damage coming out from that M48.
A lot of experience coming from those randoms, eh?
It's a very good tank right now. It's honestly very, very good. If you haven't played it yet, the new pattern is solid. It's a solid
I didn't
tank.
have time to try it. Is the buff on the turret that good?
It is that good. Like, it is that good. Like, premium rounds can still go through it, right? But it's more difficult.
Mhm.
Mostly if you're like shooting normal ammo, you have to aim for the cupola, which is really hard to hit right now, actually.
Cool. Gonna try it
It's
tonight.
It's very good.
No, not
It's-
tonight.
It's very
Tomorrow.
good right now. It's very enjoyable to play.
So Himmelsdorf, both of these teams traditionally played well. They do know to make a lot
That
of
could be a 1-1.
rotations. It could be easily 1-1. I can go anyway, honestly. Like this is that kind of the map. But by their past games, I think it will be 1-1. Then Cliff, it's possible we'll just end up on Sand River as a tiebreaker.
That will be interesting to see, though. But yeah, I am a fan of both these teams on Himmelsdorf, to be honest. I think GoHard did it very well yesterday when
Mhm.
they were playing on it. It was good. They made the right rotations. They didn't go for any all-in. They assessed the situation, made the correct play based of it. So let's see how they do against Oops, though, because Oops has that spark of magic as well.
They also know how to fool their enemies and rotate, but as you said, GoHard is good at it also, so this is going to be rather high. Kaizu playing Foch. 1, 2, 3 mouse tanks. A Foch. Interesting.
Foch B. Balanced lineups from both these teams coming out onto Himmelsdorf. I want to see how Kaiser does in that Foch B though. It's like, it's kind of a difficult time to play because you really need to be in the right spot at the right time. And bad peaks really do get you punished.
When I see this size 4, I get goosebumps. Like, is he going to be in Meritorious death spot?
I hate the IS-4 so much.
And that position is just a death trap for most of the times. We'll see, will they play it or something different. So Creator already got spotted. That's a really rather early one here by Stefan. We've seen tanks owned on this position when they're 1-on-3s, but Stefan is there just for initial spot and he's going to run away, of course. And that's something I far more prefer than to lock 1-1-3 from the start of the game like we've seen. It just doesn't work. People just die too easy.
They do have double 50B locked in that area though. They are now crossing back over Deja and Creator making
Will Stefan see them?
He should see them cross, or he's not peeking far enough. He's not peeking far enough. He doesn't spot them.
He didn't see them. He still thinks they're there.
He just wanted to spot them in the gap, but they've already passed. So this rotation is no longer something GoHard might be considering. I mean, they might have it in the back of their heads that it's possible that they slip by, right? But if I was GoHard, I'd be pushing K-line now, grouping up with the mouse and just pushing it because you know 50B is out of the game.
Which could be a really fatal mistake. And Insane is left like a booby trap on the other cap because he's going to pretend that he has a lot of friends behind him while having none in reality.
Look what's happening right now. GoHard's completely grouped up on the K-line. They are starting to push forward. Stefan's there as well. Failware is there also. If they go for...
This is something we've seen. 3 mouse push down. That was done by Ding before.
But these 50Bs are rotating again.
That's not going to end well for Karov.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well. Deja, Creator, they should be covering the 1-2 line at this point in time. It's just Gerov by himself over there. GoHard's not going for it yet, though. I guess they're trying to bait. Oops.
I think they're just gathering the forces, and when they go, they're going to go, man. And Kerov's going to die, because nothing can save him. Even Kamil is pulled back all the way out to the draw range. Like, Milos is the only guy who can actually shoot something. There is the push now. Kerov is trying to hide himself. It's gonna be greedy if he tries to do one shot and receive like 3 in return.
But he didn't. He did not though. He survived. I did see Raging Potato not connect his shot on the crossing at E3, and that is vital to hit every single one of those. Kerov now getting shot on the side by Failware. He's gonna have to hold on for dear life. Negative getting punched badly in that mouse by Raging and Milos at the same time, but now reinforcement has arrived for GoHard Annihilator. Fancies a little bit of Kerov in a one-on-one. He should be able to win that one, but Kerov actually is going to do a lot of damage before he goes down. And oops, I don't know. They're going to lose this 5A, but how much damage can they do in return?
Well, they're scared to push on that side because they think there is a cover on behind Kerov directly. They're not aware. They were not aware there is no one. So once they realize there is no one actually shooting, they manage to double tap him.
But look at the 0 line in the meantime as well, though. These 50Bs are pushing off towards Kaizu. Kaizu is still on reload in that Fog B. Deja, Creator, the 2-man hit squad in the 50Bs. It could be all over here for Kaizu. Creator just about gets onto the corner, and Kaizu, he knows his days are numbered. Gun in the air like he just doesn't care. 2 more shots coming in from the 50Bs, and that's it. That's him down and out. And that was a brilliant rotation from Oops.
Why did they even leave the Fog B so far behind? That's another question here for GoHard. It's going to eventually be answered. Stefan is going to see are they progressing or going backwards. Zafarchik, that's not the best play. IS-4 is going to eat him alive there on 8 line.
The IS-4 gives him another shot before he even gets into the hold down. Now Insane has that Coppola in his side. With 2 seconds to go, he wants to take Zafar out of the game. A little bit of sheesh aim coming out as well. He doesn't connect on towards Zafar. But still, even on 260 HP, there's not much he can do from that position.
But she's so good player. Why are you so mean?
I cannot answer that question.
Well, GoHard losing here for 4,000 HP at the moment. Definitely the gamble didn't pay out. They did kill that Kerov on the rail, but the rest of the tanks all over the map kind of failed. I mean, Zafar lost way too much HP. Kaizo ended up being alone and without friends completely, and their entire plan is falling apart. Oops.
Falling has fallen, I'd say. Mojo is 4,000 HP. They've lost their Fok B. Negative is 786 HP. How do they make this work? It's Zafar's dead in the meantime. Mojo, please tell me what is the secret to winning with a 4,000 HP deficit, no positional advantage, and 1 tank less?
Instant RNG well of Amorex.
Amorax.
Amorex to the rescue.
And Negative is by himself here. If he peeks this, he might die. If he peeks any further... Ooh, I'm waiting for the E3 shot, because I know Milos can't really pen him from that distance. But Raging definitely can. That E3.
But he's a potato.
Oh, there we go.
That should be a hit. There we go.
As expected, Negative. You might want to bully with the mouse, but the big daddy, the E3, you just don't mess around with that one.
Well, GoHard is well aware of what's going on now, so they're gonna probably commit just to some final push. This kind of advantage against a team like GoHard, you just cannot come back from.
Really, Mojo? Like, I still believe in them. They have a chance, an
Of course,
opportunity.
Infinite Amorex.
Infinite Amorax. Every shot from Failware an Amorak, and it's 3v4.
Die.
Yeah, I can see it happening. But Nile, Koga Collapse are now starting to make their way down the 8 line. Milosh was waiting over there. Did not connect. Insane, on the other hand, did. Deja Creator now repositioning as well.
The road of the pain, man.
Yeah, this
Every
is
step paid by blood.
every step hurts. It's the walk of shame. Everywhere there's a gun waiting for you, and you're kind of just like driving in and dying, and you're like, kill me already, honestly.
On the corner, there is a duo we already spoke about. Deja and Creator are waiting for Failware, and Stefan. It's going to be a slight duel. Stefan is not going to get the best out of it.
2v2 right now. Creator's about to go down though. Failware pushing around the corner, picks up Creator. Deja's now on reload. 2 shots left here for Stefan with a high roll. He can pick him up. And now Failware, when he
Ramming
comes up
speed,
track,
come on.
ram him.
Ram,
Failware.
ram.
That was what I wanted to say. Don't miss the ram now. Failware coming in. He picks up Deja with the ram. So some fancy end to the round.
I must say there was a really bad cooperation there between Deja and Creator. They totally didn't focus on one guy. They were shooting them both, leaving them both
What
alive.
Failware did was what Failware did is what Deja should have done. Pushed around the corner to kill Stefan. Failware did the right thing. A lot of bounce coming out here onto Nile, farming some blocked damage, perhaps.
Everyone is waiting for Milos to arrive with his mighty 3,000
3,000 HP.
HP while everyone is holding on
Milos
threads
is
for
probably
life.
right now, like, don't push them, guys. Don't push them, guys. I'm almost there. Wait for me, guys.
I'm here to help. I'm here to help.
Wait for me, guys. Oh, is he gonna lose HP?
Finally.
He did trade, though. But now they're all one shot. I mean, this is just the end of the round, so GoHard should be thinking about their defense, right? Because they had the lead, they've lost the lead, and worrying times ahead. That's good stuff from Oops, though. With some not so great positioning from GoHard, like that Foch B.
Yeah, Kaizo is a bit impatient since the last round, and he should get his mojo back, I guess, and start playing more thinking.
Thinking? What are you thinking about?
Don't play against 2 Clippers alone.
Failware is picking up some decent damage, though. Insane. I really don't like that Ice Force, though. That pick, the tank itself, it is...
It says where he is, man. There is like 2 positions on map where you can use him.
The tank is just not good. Like, the gun is so bad.
But there are only certain tanks that you can do certain positions with.
That is true. As Insane picks up his multi-kill on towards Stefan and puts the lead back on towards Oops. That is not something I was expecting after the first 2 rounds.
No, they managed to come back completely to the game and take over the lead. Now they will have to attack here on Himmelsdorf and prove us that they are actually maybe a winning team.
So we have Himmels and then we have Cliff. It's very hard to come back from 4-2 on Cliff.
Yeah, but it's still GoHard now is defending and wow.
5.3.
Milos actually did 5.3. He farmed them on rails so much.
He did a lot of damage on the rails. I think he hit almost everything. And then he
and
shot
look
him
at the
in
block,
8 line
man.
as well.
Look at the block.
He didn't take didn't take a single shot until Nile shot him in the end of the game. So he survived through all of that without taking any damage.
Nice play. Worth every dollar.
If Kaizu was on the hill, I don't know where Milosh was positioned, but I think he was between the two gaps. If Kaizu was on the hill, I think he had shots on towards the side of Milosh.
Yeah, but he was dead already in that moment.
I'm just saying, like, maybe they could have done something if Kaizu was on the hill. Because if Milosh reverses, he shoots him. If he stays there, Milosh will die over time versus the mouses. Over time, he just dies, right? I don't know. I think that Fok P could have been used a lot more effective than it was here. Throw away. Really throw away that entire tank.
Well, that's something for GoHard to think about. Now they are in 3 games consecutive loss.
Yeah.
So let's see, are they a team that can actually come back from something like that? I mean, it's a defense of Himmelsdorf, so it's a decent place for them to break the bad karma string and just like come back into the game.
A team like that with aspirations to be the #1 or #2 within
Too much
Europe
struggle.
needs to be able to overcome what's happening to them. So GoHard, where you can see Mouse, IS4, E4, 50B, Bat. So overall, I mean, quite a well-rounded, balanced lineup. Let's see though. Oops is a team that doesn't know how to attack though on Himmelsdorf.
I don't know, they were doing quite a lot of rotations in the last games and you mean in the last season. So they had some really good games on Himmel.
Well, failware, negative.
Again, a nice 4. Kaizu going on meritorious spot.
I don't like this IS4.
That place where Kaizu is now, that's officially called Meritorious Graveyard because that's the guy who died most time in last season on that very spot. Like, Ding would leave him every time to die there.
They won most of their games from there, though.
Yes, but he died everyone. There is not a single one I've seen him survive.
So Oops so far have set up in the south. They have about 4 tanks over there, both 50Bs. Insane and Geralt in the mouses. Only just took some damage there. Was that HE? I think it was. It was HE.
Some standard opening there. Playing a bit passive. Feeling out the terrain. It didn't went really well for GoHard pushing the rails. So I don't know what exactly Insane and Geralt wanna do.
Well, they found negative though in his 5A over there. He's just playing behind that little crane position, I guess. Is he playing behind that little crane?
Yeah, he's exactly there.
I think he is. Can't really do much about the 5A in that position, honestly. It's kind of just let him be there. The only way
So
to
this
take
is
him
the
out
real
is
play,
pushing.
actually. This is the real play coming in. They are just letting their mouses get spotted to divert the enemy attention, and they will rotate with another tanks like 50Bs and so on other side. So the real clash will be elsewhere. Probably around Kaizu.
Well, they just leave the mouses over here. This is like what GoHard did yesterday as well. They would leave these 2 mouses in this area of the map to then push towards the other side and make sure that you have at least 2 guys controlled on the rails. You can't push the mouses.
Is the Farching stuck there? Because look at the Insane's position. If he actually comes up...
I don't know if Zafar has been spotted though throughout this game.
Yeah, but if Insane is monitoring that corner, he can get shot from the hill easily. He cannot really run away freely.
Yeah, but that would mean that they would know where Zafar is though, and I don't think they do. So
They don't yet. Otherwise, they will do something about it for sure.
maybe they will figure it out. You never know with Oops. But it doesn't look like it. Looks like they're just going straight off the hill.
It looks like Kaizu is in a problem.
I fear for Kaizu. Insane's now pushed up to the usual position in J2. Geralt, how many? He took, yeah, 1 shot from the 5A so far.
Cat and mouse. Negative is trying to pen his turret with the heat, while Geralt, of course, can easily pen the top of the turret of Negative if he's not careful enough.
Failware loses his driver. The AMX 50B because Insane made a peek on towards that position. Negative. Forced ever so slightly to back off. Insane. Gonna be holding the crossing. Could have possibly gotten the shot there. He let Negative kind of cross for free because, like, the gap, he wasn't really controlling it.
Yeah, we've seen the gap now, but he was afraid to get shot from the side, so he wasn't really determined to shoot him. Failware and Negative here are pretty much stuck, same as Geralt and Insane. So it will be who will do the overmatch on the other side of the map. At the moment, Oops has more tanks there, but they're still waiting because they know they're not spotted. Never mind that. That's Raging spotted. There's a nice connection here by Kaizo on E3, actually. He penned the first shell immediately.
I think Stefan penned one
potato.
as well. Coca-Cola and Stefan remove Raging Potato from this game. What on earth
How
were
do you lose in
doing?
E3 so easily?
What were you doing?
How do you lose in E3? Nice shots here coming from the GoHard. I mean, really brilliant. But how do you lose in E3 so easily? This is a game breaker here and something that will bring GoHard completely back because now Oops has no anchor. Like, if they want to push down the hill there, they needed an E3 to cover them constantly, something with armor behind them that will do huge punches when anyone tries to counterattack them. They don't have that anymore. It brings less solutions possible now. Now they have to rotate back, try to gather up forces for some desperate, crazy push and hope they'll just outgun the enemy. And just, I don't see it working.
Insane is moving around in his mouse. He might go into the courtyard section, the D2G line, and maybe he'll spot out Zafar. Maybe they can do some damage on towards him. I mean, they need to find something, right? They need to find an opening. They need to find anything to work with.
So far, no luck in that regard. GoHard is playing extremely careful in this game. Another rotation from Oops, not joining the mouses. Another call now coming in. They just rotated, but they're both spotted finally by Zafar, and he's finally spotted, but there is no one to shoot him.
Well, now there is though. Deja line up the shot creator as well. Different angles. Can Zafar run away? I think he.
Negative took a shot down from Kielov.
Zafar. Ooh, I thought he got tracked there for a second.
So Negative is locking Kielov, and vice versa. Failware will probably join him to double tap that tank because they do have a tank advantage. They can allow themselves that.
Well, the 50Bs are rotating, so I don't think Failware will go for this. It'd be silly to go for it almost. Because Negative's getting outweighted so far by Karov. He's a little
He
bit
must,
too
he
far.
should.
Well, I mean, those 50Bs will get there, but in now in 10 seconds, I think it is, the 50Bs from Oops will be getting towards that position. Now, Karov needs to go save because Zafar's coming as well. Creator, Deja, they're just about 5 seconds out. Karov needs to hold on, but I think he'll go down before that. Negatives over there as well. Failware speaking out very far. Karov, can he survive? Can he stay alive? That's the question. There come the 50Bs from Oops, so the first damage is going to be coming out. It comes on towards Failware. Creator, Deja are making their move now. There is Zafar can support, but Negative, he's going to be on the pointy end of the stick, for that matter. He's going to be down and out, and that was a good play from Oops. They've kind of neutralized the HP advantage and the same amount of guns in the game, but Karov being extremely low, though.
He's on one shot there. That's highly unfortunate for them, but look at the Failware, and look at the push from the Oops coming down. Will Kaizo get caught again in a sandwich here in a crossfire?
Look at what's coming behind Kaizu in his IS-4. Milosh takes the shot, but now Kamil Eater coming from behind. Kaizu caught out once more, and there is no support for him. They are going to lose this IS-4 if Kamil gets the correct shot. 2 more are needed to take him out of this game. Kamil waits patiently, though. I like this, making sure he penetrates every single one of these shots. Finally, he picks it up. Good stuff there from Kamil. And this actually is swinging it towards Oops.
This is a brilliant game, but it's far from over. GoHard still has the HP advantage, but
Niall
there is a gun down!
Niall bounced. They've lost Coca-Cola and Niall's not in much
What
of
a
a better
disaster!
situation. They've lost both of their E4s, and GoHard went from the ideal situation to the worst possible thing imaginable for them. 3 guns versus 6. Yes, there's 3 one-shots, but how are they gonna kill them?
This is just unreal what's going on now. That's what I'm gonna tell you, man. Like, I didn't expect this in the slightest. This is a huge, huge comeback, and Oops, they will take the 4-2. They will have a match point,
They
man.
will take the 4-2 because Failware is running out of ammunition. He's out. He's done as well. Deja picks it up. Oops, they might be low HP. They might have less HP even than the side of GoHard, but it's just Stefan in his mouse. The new addition to the team would have to take on 5 players from Oops to turn this game around, and Oops have done it, Mojo. They have went from 2-0 down to 4-2 up, and GoHard's going to be kicking themselves about this one.
Zafar is running for it. He's definitely running for it. He might take a shell. No, he's not taking a shell by anyone, so there has to be some kind of triple cap for this
Can
to
they
happen.
just go to cap, please, onto the number 2 base and make sure that Stefan crosses over, close out the game? Oh, Karov! Karov, what are you doing?
Are you throwing a game, guys? What are you doing?
Karov, why are you sitting in the open? Do not throw this game. All you need to do is go triple cap right now.
74 seconds. I don't think the cap is in
They can't.
thing.
Double 50B onto the cap. Creator can still take a
Oh
shot.
my god, Zafar is trying to snipe them in the back. He
That's fine.
might pick up Insane, mate.
Maybe. Now what needs to happen, Creator needs to be the one onto the cap. Insane needs to make sure that Zafar gets spotted if he comes back through the 8 line. Anywhere he goes, Zafar
But
needs
Stefan
to be
is
spotted.
already there to cover the cap.
That is true, but Creator can take a shot. Creator needs to peek on towards Stefan when he comes close. That is the
31
thing.
seconds.
31
Oh
seconds.
dear god, Stefan, no. I don't think he's fast enough.
I don't think Stefan can make it either. I think Insane is covering both angles really well. But I do not understand why Creator is sitting like this. Camille's going to get reset right here. I'm pretty sure he's going to get reset. As soon as Stefan's through, they need to peek. They need to peek right now. Stefan out in the open, in his mouth. Camille doesn't connect the first shot. And he's not... Well, he should connect the second one shot at least. He's tracking him. Beautiful stuff from Camille. 12 seconds left.
That's all he needs to do.
That's all he needs to do. He tracked Stefan twice. Beautiful play from Camille. Beautiful.
Zafar coming from the back, but
Dead.
he is double. Creator deleted him from the game. And
Stefan
this
missed.
is such a cool game to watch, man.
Whoa, good stuff there from Oops. Very good stuff actually also from Camille. He was the last one to join the cap, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that was actually even better than Creator peeking because he was the last one that joined the cap.
No,
We had
this
the least
this
cap.
is really cool. All the rotations we've seen,
What
desperate moments.
was Karov doing though, honestly?
What was Raging doing before that, man? Like, they came from desperate position and they managed to come through like a like, wow. I didn't say it.
Yeah, I wouldn't even mind if you said it. Honestly, it was amazing. That is great. That is honestly a great round to be so far down. But again, that push on towards that mouse in the K line, we've seen it almost lose a game before. Yesterday.
Yeah.
Was it yesterday or was it today? No, it was
Yesterday.
today. It was today in Savage Squad. They pushed on towards that. They pushed on.
But there was a situation yesterday also.
Oh, I just remembered Savage Squad today. And this time it actually did cost him completely. Nice shot there from Zafar, but he's spotted. Like, he's spotted, he has to come around the corner, both 15s
And
are
dum
aiming. Bam, instant dead. He can't do anything. Insane was in the correct position.
Yes. There was really a lot of good calls here by Oops. Compared to their yesterday's edition, this is a whole new team, and they're on a match point. I mean, it's not done, it's Cliff.
It is
coming
Cliff
in.
indeed.
But
Who's attacking, who's defending again?
actually, this is the only game I didn't write it.
Well, it's on the screen. Thank you so much, production. I love you.
Yeah.
GoHard is attacking, and Oops is defending.
So that's quite an advantage there.
Yeah, that's possibly the worst thing.
But still, maybe if GoHard manages to take this game, there is still potential for the tiebreaker then.
For how, after talking with Insane yesterday, for how bad it sounded like it went yesterday, how good it is going today, how the tables have turned.
A lot of hormones in the air there. I would like to hear their team speak now, actually, again. You're the man to make it happen. Come on.
I can make anything happen if you want to.
Давай. And here we go, the cliff now. You can see the caps there. Nothing changed now in this map, of course. The boosts are still the same. The tanks that you can use, the only new one is the VZ. Let's see which will teams pick. Like, will they play with a bunch of bachats like before, or will they go with something new?
Well, we'll have to find out. I mean, what is GoHard? They need to show a lot of mental restraint right here to come back from this one, because it is hard to win the first 2 rounds and then just lose the next 4.
Well, Oops is going from 0 to hero here. We're going to have to see where the GoHard sits in that equation.
So lineups, 6 bad shots and a German light, and Oops, STRV, 5 bad shots and a WZ.
It's a good lineup for defense, I would say.
But look at this GoHard lineup. They're all going together. They're
That's
gonna
all
push
in. That's just all in.
Straight around the hill, trying to catch somebody climbing, for example, something like that.
It's just all in. They want to climb the Zafar up on a hill because he's fast enough, and the rest of the guys will probably try just a pincer move.
Deja did get spotted out in his 5A. Needs to be careful.
Super risky.
If these guys get spotted though, then Oops will just retake 1-2 line and kill Coca. Collapse. Now Stefan making their way around now. You know what's the only thing I see here? Raging Potato is not covered whatsoever. And if they keep pushing Niall and Stefan, they will spot him as soon as he fires. And they're going for that. Raging, don't fire, please. Thank you. They're trying to catch out Camille though. Stefan
You
is
missed
going
the shot.
forward. He needs to be super careful. So much damage being done, Mojo.
Let's go. Fail where he's taking damage. Zafar is also getting shot. We should hear them actually.
Let's listen to Oops and see how they're dealing with this, Mojo.
Take it, Coca.
I will try to track him.
I finished.
Nice. Kaizo is like minus
Stop
3.
pushing around.
Minus 4 Kaizo. Kaizo is like one shot max.
Don't maybe you push this.
Okay,
I was reloading.
I'm reloading.
Can shoot Kaizo, guys.
You just
Okay,
take
thanks,
Kaizo now.
Safe.
No, he's
I
safe.
need to drop.
Guys, can we
Can I-
push with the 3 batch at this?
Yeah,
20 seconds,
just wait for
25.
Leo. 25 seconds. Just wait for
Okay,
Leo.
reload and we repush.
Yes, 20 seconds.
Because they have this batch at here, they have only 2 tanks here and this.
need to drop. I need to drop. This guy was countering me. He was
Okay.
me.
But
15.
Go here, Milosh, and take this.
Okay.
10. They're not capping.
There may be repushing all of us here with 4 tanks.
But
we,
was on the mist.
we need to leave this.
Kaizo minus
Or like they're gonna push us with 4 tanks here almost.
They're
like.
shooting a lot on the raging now, I think. Right? Raging?
I don't know if we can.
What's creeping you?
Okay, we cannot.
Way to go.
Mate.
they have one more bot there.
Okay, then let's go with the 3 bot. Let's go with the 3 bot.
Okay.
3 falling here. Just go.
Kaizo gonna spot us most probably.
Będzie just charge.
Okay.
Kill
Zafar
Zafar.
shot.
Go for negative. I will go to kill him.
Negative
I
minus
will
1.
kill him.
Minus 2 negative.
I'll go kill him.
Minus 3
Okay.
negative.
Drop.
I shoot him.
Who cares about this guy? Go into mid. Help this.
Yes,
help on
yes,
this.
yes.
help on this.
I know.
He's out of the fight.
They will kill me with 2 bots.
We need to
You have to play
pressure
aggressive.
Kaizo.
You have to play aggressive with Uzbat and kill Kaizo. Or Stefan.
Going in.
Make kills, guys. Just make kills. Go on the reach with bot shots and make kills.
I have 2 shells.
Connect your shots. Come on.
I'm reloading. Go down.
Kill 9. Creator gonna kill 9.
Kaizo.
You have the light behind you.
No. Yeah,
Yeah,
I attacked him. I only have 1
I
shell.
can back off and
I've
kill.
reload.
I will
I finished.
I will play.
Karol, go for that.
Yeah, I have 90 seconds.
I have 30
Is
seconds.
it creator? I will
Go.
try to.
I can
Nice.
make it.
Kill one, kill light.
You may be stay safe.
Kaizo shot twice.
Block.
Block him.
Finish him.
10
He
seconds.
bounced. You need to kill him now, or I will die.
Reload. What's your reload?
5 seconds. 5 seconds.
He will kill me.
Kaizo has
Shut up. Let him play.
only 2 cells.
Just kill Kaizo, mate.
Just can play.
Nice.
He's reloading.
GG.
Oh my god! I think I heard some drumming there, by the way.
Dude, that's the last shot. What a close game. Like, come on. This is a good ending of the game,
I'm
definitely.
pretty sure I heard some drumming there. I hear drumming. That was. It's good to hear their emotions, though. Like,
It was a good call to abandon chasing the light and come back on the middle. And that Deha shot that finished off Stefan, that might have actually sold them the game.
well, Karol bounced his first shot as well on